Did you know that there are 5 Megillot in the Hebrew Bible?
I did.
Okay. I knew she did.
I knew that.
And each one we read in the synagogue on a different holiday. Almost everyone is familiar with the Megillat Esther, right? The book of Esther, read on Purim.
Yep.
And Eicha, the book of Lamentations, which is read on the night of Tisha B'Av.
Yep.
Then there are 3 pilgrimage festivals, Sukkot, when we read Kohelet, or Ecclesiastes, and Shavuot, when we read the book of Ruth. And finally, on this holiday, on Pesach, we read Shir HaShirim, the Song of Songs. Traditionally, the Song of Songs is read on the Shabbat during Pesach, which is this Shabbat that we're in. Like other texts in the Bible, the 5 Megillot are chanted to a system of cantillation marks that's just like we chant the Torah and Haftarah. The 5 Megillot the last 3 Megillot, the ones for Pesach, Sukkot, and Shavuot, share the cantillation melody. All 3 of those books, they share it. It's one of my favorite melodies of cantillation. And I'll sing it for you. You can actually follow in your program. There's Shabbat evening lyrics panel in the middle, I think, and so all the Hebrew is there. And you can see the trope marks as well. This is the opening lines of Shir HaShirim. Shir HaShirim asher lishlomo yashikeni min shakot pihu ki tovim dodech miyayin lereach simanecha tovim shemen turak shemecha al kein almanot achevucha.
That was beautiful.
It's a beautiful melody, isn't it?
That is, I don't know if I'm on. I'm not. Hello?
It needs to be louder. Let me just turn your...
Okay, here we go. I'll come. No.
Okay.
I have a loud voice. Okay. That was beautiful. Well done.
Thank you.
And a perfect melody that certainly accompanies this wonderful text, which is actually, for those of you who don't know the text, a book of love poetry, which is attributed to King Solomon. And scholars suggest that this text, which, by the way, only has 8 chapters, so small book, relatively speaking, is actually very sensuous and really, some people say, even erotic. It is a book of praise to love. The story seems to be about 2 unnamed people, a young man and a young woman, who pursue one another in the valleys and the hills where there are apparently lush flowers. It consists of poems and monologues and songs of love. The excitement of these 2 lovers is really palpable when you read the text, and it's captured in so many of the verses. And for example, here is an example. Hark, my beloved, there he comes, leaping over the mountains, bounding over the hills. My beloved, I should look at Kevin, right? My beloved is like a gazelle, or like a young stag. There he stands behind our wall, gazing through the window, peering through the lattice.
Sorry, Hannah.
Was that embarrassing? Okay.
The delight that this man and woman take in one another can't help but stir in us memories of young love. Indeed, one of the more famous lines from the song, Dodi li ve'ani lo haro'eh bashoshanim, my beloved is mine and I am his who browses among the lilies, is often on the lips of a couple at their wedding. Dodi li shows up on ketubot, wedding rings, anniversary gifts, talitot, and a host of other pieces of art, all around love. Probably the most famous musical setting of this is the one written by the Israeli composer Nura Chen in 1924, which has become an Israeli folk dance favorite. Perhaps you know it. Here's a snippet of that melody. Dodi li va'ani lo haro'eh bashoshanim, Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh bashoshanim. But another melody has taken its place in modern days, the one written by Cantor Stephen Schur in 1979. This is the one I get asked most often to sing at weddings, I think because it resembles Pachelbel's canon. But here is just the first part. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh bashoshanim. Dodi li mizotola min hamidbar mizotola min hamidbar. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh bashoshanim. Dodi li. Have you heard that one before? Oh, some of you. But the one that I also love that is very new is written by Donnie Masang. And I use this one at weddings too, but most people don't know his. Here is his written, which adds a verse of Song of Songs from chapter 4 with the text, Hinach yafa, ah, you are fair. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh bashoshanim. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh bashoshanim. Hinach yafa rayati rayati. Hinach yafa einayich yonim. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh bashoshanim. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh bashoshanim. That's a beautiful one too, isn't it? There are many melodies set also to the English translation of these famous words. Julie Silver wrote this beautiful English interpretation of the whole Dodi Li verses, and she called it, You Have Captured My Heart, which actually comes from, those words come from chapter 4, but also incorporates a quote from an earlier chapter, When the wind blows gently and the shadows flee, set out my beloved. Here is Julie's, You Have Captured My Heart. When the wind blows gently and the shadows flee, I will take you to the garden. I will take you with me. You have captured my heart, my own. You have captured my heart, shining through like the new dawn, beautiful as the moon above, like a lily among the thorns. How sweet is your love. You have captured my heart, my own. You have captured my heart. How sweet is your love, my own. How sweet is your love. So look to me, my darling, with eyes that dance and with eyes that shine. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. You have captured my heart, my own. You have captured my heart. You have captured my heart, my own. You have captured my heart. Thank you.
It's actually not surprising, given the sort of, at least the racy content, you know, the love going on here, all this sort of thing of the Song of Songs, that there was actually controversy about including this in the canon, in the biblical book, in the Tanakh. And in fact, if it wasn't for Rabbi Akiva, hooray Rabbi Akiva, who, by the way, lived in the late 1st century, if it were not for him, we would not have Song of Songs in the book. It was he who pushed hard to include this. The Mishnah tells us that Rabbi Akiva said, while all of the sacred writings are holy, the Song of Song is like the Holy of Holies. I bet his wife was really appreciative. And why did he think this way? He actually interpreted the text not as a love story between two people, but rather as a metaphor between the relationship with God and the Jewish people. A love story that began in this season of time at our exodus from Egypt and culminated at Mount Sinai with God giving the Torah to the Israelite people. So that also is why the Megillah is chosen for the holiday of Passover, because it is about this relationship, it is about this covenant which begins now at the time of the Exodus. And our scholars say it is the way we make our way towards that covenantal moment and that relationship, the holiday that's coming next with Shavuot. There are even verses in the Song of Songs that allude to this time of the Exodus. We have one, for example, that says, I have likened you, my darling, to a horse in Pharaoh's chariots. Maybe that doesn't work so well. I don't know. But the thing that speaks to me the most as to why Song of Songs is connected to this season, something else that the rabbis say, which is that the whole story of the Song of Songs takes place in the springtime, and it mirrors this beautiful season that we're in right now. The themes of Passover are also the themes of the spring, and indeed Passover is called Chag HaAviv, the festival of the spring. So it all comes together there as well.
So this sermon and song is really an opportunity to share with you this book, Song of Songs, read on this particular holiday, but with different melodies, so you can get a feel for the different kinds of compositions that arise. There's another text from chapter 4 of Song of Songs, which reads, Ah, you are fair, my darling, ah, you are fair. Your eyes are like doves behind the veil. This is Hinach Yafa. Hinach Yafa, Rayati. Heinaich Yonim, Heinaich Yonim, Mipad Litzamatech, Ganaul Achoti Chala, Ganaul Mayan Khatum, Mayan Ganim Be'er Mayim Chayim, V'nozelim in Lebanon, V'nozelim. 'Min Lebanon, 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 'Min Lebanon beautiful melody, also sung at weddings. And another text in Song of Songs that is also very familiar to many of us are the words Ana Dodi ve'amar li kumilach rayati yafati ulechi lach. My beloved spoke thus to me, saying, "Arise, my darling, my fair one, and come away." And here is a beautiful melody for this text, written by the prolific Jewish composer Charles Davidson, who lived in the mid-1900s. Ana Dodi ve'amar li, Ana Dodi ve'amar li, Kumi lach rayati yafati kumilach ulechi lach, ki hine hastav avar hageshem chalaf, ki hine hastav avar halach lo. Anitzamim nereu va'aretz, Anitzanim nereu va'aretz, Eit hazamir Higia, Eit hazamir Higia, V'kol hator nishama be'artzeinu, V'kol hator nishama be'artzeinu, Nishema be'artzeinu.
Well, the main moral of this book is that love, besides being the strongest emotion in the human heart, can also be the holiest. The book portrays God as the guardian of the Israelites, and it portrays Israel's loyalty to God over the ages, even though the name of God in this book is never mentioned, nor are the Israelites themselves.
We're going to end with one last song. The Song of Songs was popular in both Ashkenazi and Sephardi communities. In the Sephardic world, following a mystical tradition, there is a custom to recite the Song of Songs every Shabbat, not just on Pesach, as Shabbat serves as a renewal of vows between God and the Jewish people. The theme of love is very much a part of our Shabbat liturgy. So I want to end with a Sephardic tune, a song that comes from this Megillah. It is called El Ginat Egoz, from chapter 6 of the book, which speaks of the blooming pomegranates in the garden. Possibly this is an allegory for the Jewish people who blossomed after being freed from Egyptian slavery. El ginat egoz yaradeti, lirot bei behanecha, lirot hafarecha gefen, Henetzu haniromim, El ginat egoz yaradeti, lirot bei be'anachal, lirot hafarecha gefen, Henetzu harimoni. Yasher Koch. Song of Songs.
So beautifully done by my daytime husband. It worked. That was perfect, right?
It's a song of love.
I know.
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. Sorry, Kevin. Sorry, Hannah.